are you?
Pretty good.
Good, good. You can have a seat. I'm Emily Harlan. I'm a social worker here at the Family Counseling Center. You are?
Ricky Buckman.
Okay. How would you like to be addressed, Mr. Buckman?
Yeah, I'm Ricky.
Okay. All right. You can call me Emily. Our agency has some confidentiality policies that I just want to make you aware of. Anything that we talk about in here remains confidential. But there are a few things you could say to me that I would have to report. If it comes to the safety of yourself or others, then I have to report that. I just want you to know that. Do you have any questions at this point?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So I know that you're going through a divorce, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you have some concerns about your son or because of the divorce?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is are you having trouble with the divorce? Are you struggling with it for yourself, or is it more your son?
To tell you the truth, I think the divorce is really it's taking a huge weight off of me because me and my wife, we argue a lot. However, I think it's putting a huge effect on my son because he's used to having me and both his parents.
Okay. All right. How old is your son?
He's 7.
Okay, he's 17. So, when did the divorce begin?
I guess I filed about 7 months ago.
All right. Well, today I just hope that we can kind of talk about some of the issues that you're having, and maybe we can at the end set some goals for how we, working together, can get through some of these problems with your son too. Okay, does that sound good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you said that you filed for divorce about 7 months ago. When did the problems start?
I have to say when it's been going on for a while, but about a year after my son was born, we have conflicts between our parents' styles. She would do one thing, I don't know if it was, and I would do another, but she wasn't agree on it. Basically, it started to cause conflict between me and her.
So the difference in parenting styles made it difficult to be happy married? Okay. All right. Well, that's understandable. Did you ever talk to her about these issues with the parenting styles?
Yes, we talk, but every time we talk, it seems like it turns to argument. We can't talk for more than 5 minutes and she won't argue.
Okay. So you guys never really came to an agreement on how to handle the parenting styles. All right. And how do you think this is all affecting your son?
Well, he's pretty much used to having both his parents at home. And now I live by myself, and she lives by herself. So therefore, he comes to visit me on the weekend. Ever since we moved, separated, it seemed like his grades have went down in school. He doesn't really feel like going to play sports with his friends anymore. It seems like he just sits at home.
So it's affecting his socialization and his school grades? Okay, well, okay. So his grades and socially is affecting him, but how about his behavior? How does he?
I guess he hasn't really been too. His behavior hasn't really changed a lot around me. However, his mom tells me that he does have an attitude with her sometimes. I don't know. I guess it's because he feels that it's her fault. I don't know. I guess he misses me being at home.
So he has a behavior problem with his mom. Tell me a little bit more about those behavior problems.
Well, sometimes whenever she tells him to go to sleep or tell him to do his homework, he sometimes put up attitudes with him and say stuff. I don't want to do my homework. Sometimes he just goes to his room and doesn't towards me, though. On the other hand, when I say Jeremiah, do your homework, he just does his homework. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy though for real because whenever we work together, he's always been a mama's boy. And it seems like ever since this separation is happening, it seems like he I don't know, it just affecting him very bad, with him and his mother's relationship. And I just feel it's all because of divorce.
Okay. Well, how does does the change in relationship with his mom affect him? Do you think that's been hard on him not having that same relationship with her? Yeah. So tell me more about with his friends at school. He's not interacting the same. Is that what you were saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, he's not interacting the same way. Is that seem to be hard on him not having the same amount of involved in sports, correct?
Yes.
Okay, but he doesn't seem to be as interested in those as he used to be?
Yes.
Okay. Why is that, do you think? Does he still seem to enjoy it?
I wouldn't say like he does enjoy it to some extent. However, I don't think it's like, as much as he used to. I think it's because of this whole divorce thing, the separation. He's so used to having both of us together at the game while he's like,
Right.
however now, it's totally different for him.
Right. With the friends on his team, does he still seem to have a good relationship with them?
I wouldn't say
We don't really know. Okay, well, that's okay. So Ricky, have you talked to anybody at school, at his school, about his grades and how he's been in school lately? And how did that go?
The teachers were just saying that they were going to try to help tutor him and try to help him with his grade.
Okay, good, that's good. What about the school counselor? Have you talked to her or him?
No, I haven't talked to the school counselor.
Okay. Well, it seems like the teachers helping is a very positive thing. What about any after-school tutors? Is that something that you consider too?
Not really, because he goes with his mom on the weekdays, so therefore I don't have any control of that. So.
Okay, well, have you talked to her about some of your concerns with his grades? And does she feel the same way?
I had talked to her, but she always tries to throw it back in my face and say it's my fault because my son is struggling in school.
So she tries to make it your fault.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are some other concerns that you may have? Is there anything?
Concerning, well, financially, I feel like I already know, like, my wife is going to try to put child support on me. Financially, I just think that I'm not stable enough to be able to support child support. And plus, on weekends, take care of my child on weekends too. But I balance stuff on weekends too. You know, I'm just gonna bring my child over to hungry.
Do you take him out on the weekends? Do you guys go do
Yes,
things?
we go do things. So
Okay.
have her do a father and son.
Do you have a job? Are you working currently?
Yes, ma'am. I'm working in construction.
Okay.
Usually work Monday through Friday. From 7 in the morning to 5, 6 at night.
Okay.
Making decent money, however, it's not enough for that. Living on my own, paying my bills, paying for food and supporting my kids, plus take a job.
So you feel like financially you're going to be a little bit stressed?
Yeah.
All right, well, I can relate to that, definitely. Have you and your wife tried to set up some kind of plan as far as that goes, other
Child
than
support, yeah.
just that she's going to go to court for it? Is that what she said?
She told me that she was going to do child support. However, like, I feel like it wouldn't do any good because if she gives me for child support, I just feel like she would spend the money on whatever she wants. It won't really go towards my kids.
Oh, okay.
However, I wish I could just take it, like spend that money on him instead of just having to give it to some court system. Therefore,
Okay, so from what we've talked about today, I've gathered that you're going through the divorce, obviously, but because of the divorce, you are having some concerns, mainly of your son and his grades and how his relationships with friends are being affected, and his behavior also. And financially, you have some concerns too that, are you going to be able to afford the child support, and how your wife will go about spending the child support. Does all that sound correct? Okay. Well, if you're interested in coming back next week, we can discuss all of these things into a deeper level. And if you are interested, you can bring your son, and we can all three sit down and talk, and maybe you can tell how he's feeling a little bit more, and maybe you and him can build off of the things that we discussed in here, and we can work out some ways that you guys can help each other through this. As far as goals go, our main goal is to get your son back on track, but you're doing a great job. The places that you've started are very good, going to talk to teachers. Maybe we can find some tutoring center to get him into after school, and that would also give him some interaction with other kids, and I think that would be healthy. We can talk, maybe figure out ways to talk to your wife about that and see if that would be okay with her.
Right.
And as far as financials go, we will see about some available resources to you. Maybe we'll talk about that more next week and see what we can do about that, if there's anything that we can figure out. But I think you're really doing a great job at this point. I think taking him out on the weekends is very positive, and you seem really concerned, and that's a very good thing, and I think you're doing a great job.
All right.
Thank you. All right, I'll see you next week, Ricky.
All right,
Thank you
thank
for coming in.